Here we go. This video is about a disease. A very annoying disease. It's called powdery mildew. It's there are two variants. There's kind of an indoor variant and there's an outdoor variant. It seems to be the outdoor variant because when I got this plant from the grocery store as a gift to my wife, really shortly after I got it home, it was beautiful, covered in beautiful red flowers. You know, it was a gift for my wife. And very shortly after that, I noticed that it had this powdery mildew on the leaves. And it was not looking very good at all. It was starting to lose a lot of foliage, so I brought it outside and I wanted to dry it out. I was hoping that having it dry out would kill the disease. It didn't work. Got worse and got worse and got worse, and I'd pretty much given up on it. It was going to die. And then just kind of as an experiment, I said, well, what happens if I change the pH? If I make it more acidic, and I just spray it down with a light acid. And so, I mean, the plant's going to die anyway. What have I got to lose? So I started doing it. And so what I've got here is a solution. I mean, this thing was brown. There was no foliage coming out of the sucker. It was dying. I mean, you get some new foliage, but very shortly after it came out, it would start to go too. And you see, it looks like it's somebody's taken some flour and just kind of sprinkled flour on top of the plant. It looks like this white powdery residue on top of each of these leaves. And it just wasn't doing very well. So what I've got here is, and there's all kinds of different non-chemical, well, this is still a chemical, but I got this sprayer from Home Hardware. And we had it kicking around in the closet, so I brought it out. And this here is a 2-liter container. And in there I've got 2 tablespoons of just your tabletop white vinegar. So it's just slightly acidic. And I've been spraying this thing down twice a day, once in the morning. And give it a good soak. Cover everything, new foliage and old foliage. And what you do, this is what I've been doing, right? I'm just kind of making this stuff up as I go along. Is if I see like this one here, it's not looking very good. It's got something wrong with it, right? So it's coming off. I just keep taking off the diseased areas, and even if it's just a piece, I'll just take it off. Just get rid of it. Now I had to do a little bit of research on this disease because I didn't honestly know much about it. I know a lot about fungus. I'm in the field of forestry, and fungus is a primary disease or pathogen on many tree species. But you know, this is a plant, so I'm tree, plant, same basic idea. So there are some different solutions that might be able to help you if you've got the same kind of thing happening on your plants. Apparently this is a real big issue in the food industry, this disease, and it is super contagious. So if you have it near any other plants in your house, I mean, it will spread, and the spores will drift over and get on this plant, and it'll be infected. Very infectious, very contagious. So a lot of what folks do is, like I'm nursing this one back to health, is that they find a hole somewhere on the property and they dump the plant and they bury it. It is that infectious. They see it, they get rid of the plant. But I'm going to bring this plant back just because, you know, I have some time to spare. So there are some different sprays that you can put on here. One of them is a combination of baking soda, dish soap, and neem oil, and that comes from the neem tree, which is in Asia or India, in that area, and so I don't really have access to that kind of oil. So I'm just gonna, and there's another one with milk. You can spray it down with milk. Apparently it coats the foliage, and the disease just simply isn't able to spread as effectively. But I'm just gonna work with pH, use a light acid on it, and do it that way. So 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 2 liters of water, and you're good to go. Give it a try, folks. You never know. You've probably got a plant in your house that has this stuff on it. And this thing is looking so much better. So much better. And it's just vinegar. I suppose, you know, anything will help. I thought I'd try the pH option. Make it more acidic. Hope we're all doing well, folks. I'll talk to you later. Weird video, I know, but what the heck, gotta do something different every once in a while. Maple leaf up.